Good morning.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning. Can
morning.
everybody hear me?
Good morning.
Boy, that's good music.
Yeah, together is good work.
I know that's why most people are here.
Don't have together, it's now everything's going straight.
And who's got the feedback this morning? I know who it is. All right. All right, let's get this started. All right, what do we got? January 24th, 2024. Let's talk real estate. The social media is more of an internal thing today, and it's best in class marketing for best in class agents. And that's us. So congratulations. It doesn't say what class that is, but it's the highest class. It's got to be. We are the highest class. And we'll have a guest today to help us with our marketing and customer appreciation. But what I want to talk about today is what's on everybody's mind is how do we create production quickly in 2024? We got great market conditions right now. The news all month has been that the interest rates are dropping, and they're dropping into historically normal levels. They are actually, I'll have a quote in here, but they're actually lower than the average levels since the early 1970s. And we have the pent-up demand. We have the people who have been putting off a move until things improve. And that's where we are. So we're going into that market right now in January. That's what we're heading into. The other good news is that 44% of your fellow realtors packed it in. They're gone. You're not competing with them anymore. Well, they weren't doing anything anyway. So now they're not going to take this random transactions away from the realtors who are actually professionals and working full time. So we're in great shape. We're in great shape for a good year. So what I'd like you to do, review all the transactions you did in 2023 and source them. You can actually go back to 2022 or 2021. Where have you been getting your business lately? So what I mean is, where did that lead come from? And a buyer buying a house or a seller listing their home with you. Then ask yourself the vitally important question, are these sources duplicatable? Meaning any source that can be duplicated in 2024 should be worked right away to get another transaction for this year based on what happened last year. So look at what worked for last year and do it again. Define the best methods of lead generation and define a little more carefully the best 3 methods of lead generation that you're going to use during the first 90 days of this year. So the balance of this month, which is just 10 days or so, February and March, what are the 3 or 4 methods? And I say 3 or 4 because it's easy to get caught up in using just one and doing pretty well with it or getting success with it, but you have to have multiples. Because if one disappears or one doesn't work as well in a given period of time, in essence, you put yourself out of business. And top producers have multiple streams of leads, which means they have 3 or 4 methods of prospecting. So we saw that in real time as the interest rates went up. If you were depending on online buyer leads, there weren't very many. There were not what we were expecting. And we track those very closely. We get leads from century21.com. We get leads from realtor.com. And all of that, just dwindled down in volume and quality. So you have to have a basket of lead generation methods. And then finally, join a North Star Inspire accountability group. That's a trademark, North Star Inspire. And that's our accountability group. So you're running the branches. So like I said, this year is going to be exciting. It's also going to be challenging. There's going to be interest rates changing, and that's good. We also know the inventory shortage is still a major factor in limiting the production. So last year, in 2023 was technically one of the worst years we've had probably since 2010. The number of transactions we did, instead of doing 5.5, 5.6, or even 4.8 million transactions nationwide, that's how many we closed in the United States. It appears we're going to come out quite a bit less with about 3.7 to 3.8 million transactions. Well, that's not news to anybody. That transaction count pushed a lot of people out of the business. In fact, 45% of realtors left the industry. So we don't want that to happen to you. That's why you're here. Commit to yourself that you need coaching, you need guidance, and you need suggestions, you need accountability, and let us provide that for you. So North Star Inspire is for agents to meet and share successes and challenges in their business. Accountability groups are typically run by the branch managers. The goal of the group is to have agents hold other members accountable for their success and their mindset, to share best practices with one another, to discuss in a positive manner specific challenges and successes so that others may learn, to move everyone forward, producing more buyers and sellers on a consistent basis. So reach out to your branch manager and participate in an accountability group. And let's take advantage of the new year, what's expected to be a great real estate market, and treat your business like a business. And thank you for listening to that. So we have a guest, but he's coming in and out.
He's having
Yeah,
some technical
hearing that.
difficulties. Yeah, he's going to restart his computer and try logging in.
Okay. Then let's review our listings.
John, I just emailed you one that's not showing up quite yet on Dash, and that's Michelle Kovalov Southwest Portland listing, just so you know.
And is that new?
It is. Yeah.
And it's not on Dash. Good.
Yeah, it just hasn't propagated up on the web yet.
Kuhn, do you know anything about that?
Yes, it went live on the 18th. She's working on getting it in Dash, but it is all over the web. It's on RMLS. And yeah, congrats to Michelle for getting that wonderful new construction up. We also have transactions by Fei Wu, and she actually has two that just went pending. She's representing the buyer on that one.
Nice.
So, or the buyers, and we have Grant Baker closing one in Hillsborough, and Fei Wu closing one in Beaverton.
Nice start for the first 24 days of the year.
Sure. Portland agents are working hard. We also have a couple new signed listing contracts that will be coming live in the next couple months. So look out for those wonderful new properties.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, good. Things are picking up. They are picking up. Kat, you came in just when I finished my speech. I hope that wasn't intentional.
Oh, goodness.
No, it was not.
Okay. Well, you have the opportunity in about an hour to watch it again on YouTube.
Okay, good.
I will post that especially for you today.
Aw,
Okay.
nice.
All right. How are things in Washington, Shauna?
Well, it hasn't changed a lot as far as what's on the board, but lots of appointments. I myself went on 2 listing appointments since last Wednesday. And both of them were rentals, it seems. Not any that we have currently rented, but different people who have their own rentals, taking them back and selling them. So I have one that's going to come up in what's it called? Fairway Village. It's a golfing community. So it's 1 level, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, which is the theme there in that area. And it's highly desirable. So I imagine that's going to go really well. It'll list for probably around 525. And I'll have another one that'll probably be, somebody will probably want to buy to invest to rent it out. It's in a neighborhood that's squished together kind of there, and it's 2,000 square feet, so it's a bigger house. It's got 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. So it'll be a good rental property. It doesn't have much of a yard, but it does have a yard. It's fenced, so if somebody had a little dog, it'll work. And I think Jennifer Washam listed a house last week. And
That's Nebraska right there. And then Cheryl.
yeah, I think
yesterday.
I
Yeah.
think I met her seller here in Vancouver over the
You
last
did.
week.
You
Yeah.
did. And I appreciate that too. Unfortunately, she didn't get it.
Oh,
Nebraska,
no.
Nebraska, I have to go because I have an agent who can't get into a lockbox right now. So I'm gonna be
Okay.
early.
Business first, right?
Yeah, Jennifer, why don't you take a new picture while you're there?
Or you could use one. You know, I was impressed with the photographer because there was a car in the driveway and he digitally removed it. So I was pretty impressed with how
I
that.
think it looks good. It's snowy, which is kind of romantic. Yeah.
Well, we've
It's a
got
good area. I can vouch for it. It'll sell fast, I'm sure.
Yeah, it didn't get anything the first couple days, but we have just yesterday, I think I approved like 5 showings on it. So okay,
Nice.
hit and call this agent back.
Nice.
Good listing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
And then
And
Cheryl's
Mario?
is at the top there. Cheryl's is at the very top. That just went up yesterday on
This is Cheryl's. Okay. Oh,
Cute.
that is cute.
They did it up too. It's really nice.
Oh, did they?
Hmm.
Ah,
It is the nicest house, I think, in that area.
Nice.
okay.
Contact us today.
Oh, you know, the thing that I think was so appealing about this house was the price.
Yes.
Yeah,
210. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, it's a bargain.
yes,
There are no houses for 210.
Right.
there aren't. I'm
Alright.
sure her phone is ringing off the hook.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. All right, Mario, how are things in Idaho?
Well, we currently have 7 listings right now on the market. I'm hoping to close a new home for 390 on the 26th, and the home's completed. We're just waiting on funding, and then we can close that. I also have a new home contract with Lennar for 445, so that was executed yesterday. Other than that, that's all we have this week.
Right. We got a lot of homes ready to move. I see there with the historic home there in downtown Caldwell and a few things that we need to be pushing.
Right. I understand you're having multiple open houses recently as well, even with
Mhm.
this weather.
Yep, Jeff has been doing quite a bit of open houses, so he's been showing his homes.
Yeah.
Great.
It'll move, it'll warm up.
Okay, yeah, we're moving right along. We are moving along. Let's see. Okay, Matthews, looks like you're here. Looks like it's stable.
Yep.
So yeah. Welcome. This is Matthew from Cutco and Sharp Retention. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, we've had you here before. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah. So it's kind of exciting to see the market, trending in a nice northern direction. And I for those of you who've never seen me share at a CE class or a team meeting before, I've been working with realtors and lenders here in the Portland market and also the greater, just all of Oregon, for well over 14, almost 15 years now. And so I get to hear all kinds of little bits and pieces. I'm kind of like the fly on the wall, hearing the state of the union of the interest rates with mortgage brokers, and then real estate, how it's going. But my area of specialty is strategic client appreciation. So I help my clients to keep their clients for life through a strategic approach to gifting, which I'll unravel. But I always like to come from a place of value and really help you to focus your minds on something that even in a slower, kind of little slower season right now might be especially helpful. And that's the area of repeat business with your clients, thinking about, okay, who's coming up here? Who's my 1, 3, 5-year anniversary touches? How can I win their attention? How can I keep their attention? How can I keep top of mind? But it's really challenging to do that as a realtor. I don't know if you're aware of the statistics from the National Association of Realtors, but they did a survey of thousands of home buyers and sellers just shortly after the transaction and asked simply, would you use your realtor again? And do you know what percentage said yes?
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, I'll tell you, it's pretty high. That's a little hint. And you guys can unmute yourselves if you want to play the guessing game, but if I don't hear an answer, I'm just going to shout it out. It is 90%. So 9 out of 10 home buyers and sellers said, I had a great transaction with my agent. Of course, I'd use them again, probably refer them business, right? And what is the old saying? Talk is cheap. So the NAR also found out what percentage of realtors nationwide are actually gaining that repeat business from their own client on their next transaction. Now, does anyone know that stat? And I'm a positive guy, by the way, so I'll keep it to a minimum. It's 18%. So even though 9 out of 10 said they would, less than 2 out of 10 do. And it really begs the question, what are the 18% doing? Which I assume everyone on the call is in that 18%. But what are the 18% doing that the 82% might be overlooking?
Client follow-up.
Yes, Janet, yeah, absolutely. Amazing follow-up is what I heard. And that can look like a lot of different things. So has anyone done handwritten cards? Are there any fans of handwritten cards? Awesome. I'm becoming a raving fan of handwritten cards. I actually met an agent about a week ago. He's a top agent. And he just to let you know, this guy had a meeting with Phil Knight himself 2 weeks ago for lunch. So he hand wrote 2023 cards last year. I was like looking at his wrist to see if there was a brace on it, but that's a lot. So I'm not saying go that far, but like make a little goal in your life. I'm going to handwrite this many cards a day. I think it's a really great thing to do just to stay warm, and it actually makes more of an impact than email ever could. So that's just one point of touch. Another thing that's really worked well for my clients are client appreciation events. Do you guys ever do those annually? Anyone do those individually or or corporately as an office? Those can look like a lot of things, but if you can get face to face with your clients, especially in a group, warm them all up together, it's a great way to stay top of mind.
It's been a while since I've done one, but I've done them and they're really great. I love
They are,
doing
and they don't have to be elaborate. You don't have to make go rent the Ritz. You can make it your own for sure. And I've seen different ideas applied to that and done well. But I'd recommend also 1, 3, and 5-year anniversary touch, pop buys. Has anyone done the pop buys? It's hard to do in person when you're busy. Has anyone mailed a small thing to their clients, their favorite book or something thoughtful? That's awesome. Yeah, those why I mentioned 1, 3, and 5-year touches is it's hard to do every single year, but if you can target those years, what's coming right around the corner? Their next deal. So if you want to be that agent that they reselect to use again, you need to be known, liked, trusted, admired, respected over years. And of course, social media comes to mind. I'm not a social media expert, but I'm playing around with learning Instagram right now and also Facebook. But being able to not just post interesting content, but go into your VIPs, your top 20%, and like and comment on their posts, and you will start, getting that mind share that you're after. So those are just certain quick tips that I like to just remind folks. This is nothing new under the sun, but if you're doing these things consistently in your life, also of course calling. Oh, another trick that I've really learned, not even a trick, but something that really works well for contacting my sphere, because I've worked with over 1,000 realtors and lenders and over the years, and it's just really challenging to follow up with everyone. But you pick your top 20% and you intentionally reach out to them with a video, just either through direct message on like social media or just a text video, but keep it under 30 seconds. You'll be absolutely amazed at the response, especially if you're the one remembering their birthdays. I've even like gone as far as to sing a little happy birthday song to my VIPs, and always the response is like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So get creative, be yourself, but reach out and touch. And now I will ask you one thing. Are your closing gifts that you're using currently, are they really emphasizing that lifelong relationship that you're wanting to build with your clients? Are your gifts in front of your clients and reminding them of you and for years, or are they something that is being consumed and maybe forgotten in a quick amount of time? Because closing gifts is my specialty. I've seen a lot of things given over the years, including gift baskets that you can get pretty creative with. I've seen wine, coffee, cheese, crackers, whiskey, everything but a kitten put into a gift basket over the years. But the question is, where are those things in 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years from now? They're typically enjoyed very much in the moment, but they're out of sight, out of mind. So they don't serve either the agent giving the gift nor the recipient long term. And gift cards are another thing I'll mention too, because they're a quick grab and go item for agents, because you guys are busy and you can give them $100, $200 gift card, $300 gift card to their favorite store or Amazon or whatever. They'll love it in the moment, but how long will you capture their mind space long term? Will it emphasize that lifelong relationship that you want with the client, or is it just a quick and easy thing? So think about like what your gifts are conveying to your client, how the gifts are coming across, and how they're serving you and your clients long term. And so of course, I'm with Cutco Closing Gifts, and we are the largest closing gift company in North America. We serve about 60,000 realtors and lenders nationwide. But I'm curious who's actually heard of Cutco, the brand. We've been around for 75 years. Anyone have any Cutco knives at home or kitchen accessories? I know a few of you guys can't wave because your videos are off, but I don't want to see your PJs just yet. Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with Cutco, Cutco are US made, high-end kitchen knives and kitchen accessories that we can brand any way you like. There's our famous pizza cutter there, for example, great referral partner gift. You know, you're a slice above the rest. You can engrave whatever you'd like. Thanks for not cutting my commissions. You know, things like that. But we can engrave whatever you would like on these, and they make an absolute lasting impression. I like thanks for spreading the word on the spatula spreader. But anyhow, the gifts themselves will never be forgotten. So if one of you wouldn't mind unmuting yourselves who owns Cutco, I'm curious how long you've had it, where you received it. Mario, yeah, would you share just a little something about your experience?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm a big advocate for Cutco. I've been using Cutco since I would say 2008.
Thank you.
And I use it. We use it today. We have the big block. We got the biggest. We got everything
Nice.
with our name on the block and everything. So, and I love the knives. They're very sharp. You can turn them in when they get dull. And I love the pizza cutter, the cheese cutter. You know, I mean, we use them every day.
Nice. Thanks, Mario. Yeah. So if you think of yourself as giving something that is used every day, if not like every week, for the rest of a person's lives, and that they love and cherish, and they're fondly thinking of you, perhaps talking with their friends at their parties, you know, it can naturally lead to referrals. I just don't know any other gift in the world that really has the whole picture in mind. And that's why I've really stayed with Cutco all these years. I started with Cutco in 1993, by the way. So they gave me a knife when I was 7 years old and said, go for it. Just kidding. But I did actually start that year. So the idea, again, is to brand your information or your clients' names on something that they will have for the rest of their lives that keeps you top mind. I will touch on the fact that if you do brand, you know, C21 and your information on these, they're written off under a different category. They're not written off under closing gifts. What would they be written off under?
Marketing.
Promotional.
Yep. Marketing, promotional items. Absolutely. There's no cap on those. The IRS put that $25 cap on closing gifts in 1954 and never changed it. So it's ridiculous.
I know.
It's nice to have the write-off you deserve. And I know, I mean, if I was an agent, I'd probably write off everything I was spending anyway, which is what most brokers are doing. No hands raised there, but getting the write-off you deserve is nice. And then also keeping top mind is even better. And then I'll touch on having a system in place. So you are all business professionals. Any area that you have a system in place is just smart. It's going to save you a lot of time. And so instead of scrambling for gifts every single closing, which I've seen done countless times, you can have gifts on hand, ready to go. And it just is so much easier on your time. Now, if you love to personalize and you want to pick out their favorite beverage, their favorite foods, etc., put a basket together, you can. Just make sure they have at least a single Cutco cheese knife or their favorite utility knife that they have for the rest of their lives. So when everything is enjoyed, they have that left over, ready to rock. And people often will post social media comments. Oh my gosh, look what my agent gave me. So yeah, I've won clients, like big clients. Randy Sebastian's one of them, by preemptively gifting him. And he was like, "This is my favorite knife," and he ended up being a client. So get creative with your gifting. And any quick questions for me? I know that people ask about pricing. Our prices range between $60 and about $300 in the closing gifts, so we can fit any category in that range. And we do luxury gifts for what we call mega closings. So anything above $1.5 million or so and up, we can do a block set for those individuals. Those range between $400 and $3,000. So you can get, very generous if you choose, but those are kind of one-offs. Our closing gifts are in that sweet spot you're already spending. And then we also bill over 6 or 12 months for your annual gift supply to line up with cash flow. So you don't have to front load your gifts, your gift costs, and you don't have to spend more than you're already spending to work with us. So I would love to get you guys more information. And I also like to make it a little bit fun at this point. So in the chat box, I'm going to put my information. And if you text me, you'll be in a drawing today for Cutco, for a Cutco gift that I'll be mailing you myself. And yeah, there's my cell phone number is in the chat box. It's 503-740-3958. I'd love to get you guys some information. And we are having the biggest sale of the year this week. So if timing's good, let's connect. And I'm not joking either. It really is. We're having our flash sale combined with some lower pricing. So it's a great time to either treat yourself to a set at home or better yet, be prepared to be really generous with your clients. So Mario, thanks for the email there. I'll make sure
I was just going to say, I love the pizza cutter. When my kids ordered pizza recently, I accidentally left it in the pizza box and it went in the trash.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to make your free
one.
gift. I'll have to make your free gift a pizza cutter next time around.
All right.
Hey guys, thank you so much. If I can add any value to you guys, if you want to talk about marketing, I am in the top 50 in the country for Cutco. So I know business very well. And yeah, I would love to help you guys think about getting creative. Even if we're not, having a business relationship, I'd love to help you guys succeed at a greater level. So feel free to reach out anytime. And I'm local, so coffee's always good.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm
going
to want one of those pizza cutters. Those are cool.
Yeah, they're great.
All right. Bye for now, guys.
All right. Thank you. Right. We get set up here again. There we go.
I won the gift last time. He had a contest. I got a peeler, like a potato peeler.
Those are good. Those are great too.
Yeah.
I have one.
You love that.
All right. Okay. What's happening? We reviewed our production, the office events, of course, the 121 on March 4th in Las Vegas. And what do we have for lunch and learns and tours?
Well, every Tuesday in the Portland office, we're still going on broker tours. We had a fun one yesterday, went through Southwest Portland. So if you want to meet new agents and tour the inventory, join us at the Portland office every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Also have a lunch and learn tomorrow at noon. This one will be a hybrid class, so you can either log in online or log in from your home or come to the office, join us for lunch. And we're going to cover the topic, Bridging the Credit Gap, Real Estate Solutions in a Challenging Market. This one will be presented by Old Republic. So if you have time or need some CE credit, register to the class or come into the office tomorrow.
Good. That's a good topic for right now. if there's anything else that can be done. Okay. All right. This is why everybody's here. How's the market? Most agents know what's happening. Good agents understand it, but you want to be the agent that knows it so well that you can explain it and be a resource to your clients. I have the December stats, and I will get I'll get the December stats for Cowlitz County, and then of course we'll be getting January stats pretty soon. Interest rates continue a downward trend in 2024. If you can think of a more scandalous headline that would get us more views on YouTube, I'd love to hear it. But we'll see how that one does. But the 30-year fix today is 6.6%. And I think I said I was looking at a mortgage from 1945, and it was 6%. And I had a statistic that the average since 1971 to today is actually 7%. So this is a good number.
Wow.
Mortgage rates edged down, snapping a 2-week streak of increases. They were tiny increases and reaching their lowest point now since May. The average rate on a 30-year loan is 6.6, a decrease of 0.06 percentage points, according to Freddie Mac. And on the 15-year, it's 5.76. So that's another alternative as well. So there's the chart, and there's a firm decline in interest rates, which is what we're looking for. Inflation is still good. It's still in the threes, and that should encourage the Federal Reserve to lower their rates that they have control of, and they've promised to do so at several different points throughout 2024. And that's based on the inflation, which hopefully continues to stay in lower numbers. And the absorption rate in the Portland metro area is trending towards a seller's market. It's right, let me just peek down and see what it is. It is 60 days. And so 60 days puts us right on the border between a seller's market and a balanced market. So still more favorable to sellers right now. And I'll keep you updated on the affordability index, which is 84 out of 100 right now. And hoping that will improve. Ideally, it would be 100 out of 100. And there's the explanation for the affordability index. And there's a quick, Kung, tell us about what the NAR has to say about interest rates.
Yeah, just going to reiterate what we've covered. Home buyers should be pleased with the continuing drop in mortgage interest rates this week. If they can find a home, they can lock in a mortgage interest rate of 6.6% this week, down from 6.66 last week. This is the lowest mortgage interest rate in 8 months, which was May 2023. Mortgage interest rates were 6.57%. The historical norm for mortgage interest rates since 1971 is 7.74%, as we mentioned before. For a $400,000 house, the typical mortgage payment with a 20% down payment for a 6.6% mortgage interest rate would be $2,044. This is a monthly savings of $257 compared to when mortgage interest rates were at their recent high point in October 2023. It's good savings. For potential home buyers, winter is often a time to set financial goals for the year ahead. If a home purchase is a financial goal on the horizon, this is the time to work on cleaning up finances and finding a mortgage broker and a realtor to help with that pursuit. Home buyers, especially first-time buyers, can benefit from researching FHA, VA loans, and low down payment programs. These programs are often under home buyers' radars and can put home ownership within reach. So let your buyers know to, reach out to a mortgage broker and see what they can do for them, especially if this is their first home.
Yes, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so interest rates back to normal. The only thing is that is not back to normal is that most homeowners in the United States have refinanced and they have a loan probably that is half of that. So how do you pry that house away from them? That's, what's their incentive to move or sell that house? That's what's different today, and I don't think we've ever seen that before. So that's the mystery. Going into 2024, there's also a mystery of what this is going to mean. Even with normal interest rates. All right, thank you. Let's have a little role play. Kung, how's the market in Portland?
We are seeing decreasing home prices as interest rates are slowly starting to drop. Portland is currently a balanced market due to longer market times. Average days on the market is up to 60 days from 55 days, with 2.7 months of inventory. Median home prices have decreased 3% over last year, from $548,400 to $532,000. Interest rates are currently 6.60% and are expected to go down slightly over time this year. This is a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers, and buyers also benefit from these dropping prices.
All right, excellent, excellent. Shauna, how's Clark County?
Well, Clark County, we are seeing stable home prices as interest rates are slowly starting to drop. Southwest Washington, it continues to be a seller's market due to the shortage of available housing. Average days on market is up to 57 days from 52 days with 2.7 months of inventory. Median home prices held steady over the last year at $525,000. Interest rates are currently at 6.6% and expected to go down slightly over time. This is a great time to list. It is, while it's still favorable to sellers, but buyers are also seeing a benefit from dropping prices.
I agree. It's a great time to list. In Cowlitz County, we're seeing an increase in home prices as interest rates are slowly starting to drop. Cowlitz County is currently a balanced market due to longer market times and increased prices. The average days on the market is up to 42 days, which is down from 30, up from 30. Median home prices have increased 12.4% over last year, from $355,000 to $399,000. And interest rates are currently 6.6% and are expected to go down over time. It is a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers. Buyers benefit from dropping interest rates. Mario, how's the market?
Well, here in Canyon County and Ada County, Caldwell, Idaho, we're seeing an increase in home prices as interest rates are slowly starting to drop. Canyon County is currently a buyer's market due to longer market times and increased prices. Average days on the market is up to 47 days from 36 days. The median home prices have increased 6.6% over the last year to $375,000. Interest rates are currently 6.6 for a 30-year mortgage, or 5.76 for a 15-year mortgage, and are expected to go down over time. This is a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers, and buyers also benefit from dropping interest rates.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. So training and practices. So consider starting off the new year. Nothing will put you in a better mindset than some of this good training, especially what Century 21 has to offer. The Accelerate program is fantastic. And it's a 4-week program. I think it's 3 sessions a week. And it's run online. There's about 100 people in the group from across the United States. And we've got one starting from February 1st to March 1st. February 5th to March 1st. 12 to 1. Now, I apologize. I am not clear if that's Pacific time or Eastern time that they're putting. They stopped saying what it was. And that was either because it knows where we are or it's just doing Eastern time. So click on that. This Accelerate is a click. And make sure you've got the right time. You're signing up for one that you can actually go to. You don't want to get up at 6 a.m. to do these. The same thing with the virtual Go list, where you dive deep into your listing presentation. That's going to start February 6th to February 15th. And the 21-day challenge. I didn't see a new 21-day challenge announced yet, so I'll put that up there. Is this a link? Yeah, I wish these showed up better as links. Century 21 listing presentation video. So this is fantastic. It's very similar to Mike Ferry acting out a listing presentation. What it's like to actually sit with somebody in their kitchen and do the presentation. And those are really good to watch, because you'll always think of how you do it. You'll always compare yourself to what the presenter is doing. And of course, the presenter is very polished and everything's, and it's a controlled environment. Everything's going very smoothly. They're going to get the listing. So it's actually very good to watch this. This is about 9 minutes. And so I highly recommend that. And Shauna, thank you for sending that to me. And of course, we have the MoxieWorks University shortcut and a direct shortcut to MoxieWorks support for very specific questions. And we have the social media playbook. All right. Shauna, you said, did you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead. Make sure you have permission to do that.
I think I do.
Okay.
Do you see my 21 online dashboard?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we're just gonna head on into the Productivity Hub after you sign in and scroll down through all the wonderful things that you can do here. And I see that they did a link for the Sales Associate Business Planning Tool. And this is really cool. If you click on it, I accept. And here it's super simple, you guys. You want to plan your year. You start with January, go to 2024. It says the normal work year is 220. I'm going to put 250. I had went through here and I guess it saved my stuff the last time. The desired amount of income I want to put 250 in there. And the average home price is 525. We just talked about that. Median home sales price, actually. And I put the average commission is 2.5%. Brokerage split 70-30. Percentage of the sides that will close, I put 90. Your average. So this might be different for different people. I tend to have more listings than I do buyers. That could be different this year, but I'm going to put in 30% buyers, 70% listings, which would be a typical year for me. And average, how many contacts do you need to meet to result in one closing? And I put 50 there. That might be kind of high. I don't do a lot of cold calling. I do mostly warm calling and things like that. So that might be high, but I put in 50 because I think that's a good, you put in, your internet leads and stuff, that could even be higher, I guess. So I put that in there and then I could hit continue. And then it wants you to outline what you think the percentage of each month is on your annual income. So I put that in there. 5%, January, February 5, March 5, April 5. And I had to just kind of mess with it so I could equal 100. But you can, that you could have 0 in January and, 20% in August instead. You could put that in there however you want. And then continue to step 3. And basically, that's it. That's all you have to do to find out what you need to do to make the income you want to make. So your production goes, view report. So if I look at this, it's gonna tell me if I want to make $250,000, I need to work 250 days. I make 6 contacts a day, 1,500 a year. Total buyer sides 9 and listings 21. That's an average year for me. Not last year. Last year was not as good as normal because we already saw the statistics there. But this would be an average year for me. And so is 6 contacts a day doable? Yes. That's very doable. I mean, the Moxie Engage CRM is asking me to contact 5. So all I have to do is include 1 more. And basically I could do that in any way. I don't have to call up somebody I don't know. I could just talk to somebody that I know at the store that I see at the grocery store that I see all the time. You could just say, hey, you know, I ended up with a lot more of these calendars than I thought. So here's a calendar for you. And it has my contact information. If you happen to run across anybody who wants to buy or sell real estate, there you go. So let's see here, close. I also, there's all, you can do listings by month, how many you want to, what you need to do to get to that. It kind of breaks it out. So this is a very useful tool. And I thought it was really nice that they put it right there in the productivity hub for you so that you can access it really quickly. You know, we have so many tools and so many things that we could do. Kun and I were talking about it yesterday. It's hard to remember. You get it and you forget how you got it. So I like it when they put things right there in front so that you can find this. It's very, it's a time of year that we need to think about setting our goals and going after that.
Okay. Okay, now that will download a full report, which is really nice looking and a nice thing to have with you and refer to it.
Yep, this is my forecast. Look at it. So if somebody asks me, have you done your business plan? Yep.
You just did
Done.
it. It took 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, and like usual, it's just beautiful how Century 21 has spent so much time and effort to get all these for us. And yeah, I think I'm going to print this up and keep it.
Nice.
Yeah, these are great. And you know, what did you get out of it? You got out of it one number. You got out of it that you need to make 6 contacts a day.
Exactly.
And you know what? That does sound like a manageable number, but it's not manageable if you don't do it. It's not manageable if you get behind. Because if you didn't do that, and we're almost 4 weeks into January, how far behind are you?
24, yeah, or whatever you need. Yeah, you're behind.
Right. That
Well, I
is,
also suggest sending it to your manager. You know, we can help you keep accountable. You know, what we see your numbers, we know how many contacts you need to make, and we can, you know, give you a gentle reminder. Have you made your contacts today? So if you need accountability, I definitely recommend sending it to your manager so we can help you with that.
oh, I think that's excellent. I think, yeah, with an accountability, if you're going to join an accountability group, I think that'd be the first thing to bring to the group and share that with everyone and see what the contact number is, 6 per day.
Print it, put it in front of you. Don't just do it and forget about it. That's the thing that we do. Keep it out. Keep it in front of you. And everybody needs accountability. I don't care what level you're at or who you are. Everybody needs accountability.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm still looking at your shared screen.
Did I not hit stop share?
Oh, you did. Okay.
Just did.
All right. Well, we're out of time and because the next topic is time management, and we certainly don't want to rush that.
Does anybody have anything that they want to bring up or talk about? We do have like a minute, right?
Yeah, we have a minute.
Anything from agents that they're needing help with?
Well, there's
I
some good
guess-
people here, and Faye, you came in a little bit late, but we were congratulating you on your activity so far,
Thank
and
you. Dad.
wanted to congratulate you on that.
Yes.
Yep.
Busy
And,
start to the first quarter.
Busy
Kat has
busy.
some homework to do. She's gonna watch my
The
feet
first few
first 10
minutes.
minutes of-
Yes, yes, I am.
And you all can, because what I do right after this meeting is I go onto YouTube and I post this meeting, and I put a scandalous headline on it, so it will get, more views.
Catch people's attention.
That's right. So definitely check that out, and please subscribe to the page and maybe like the video, and get the word out there for Century 21 North Star. This is a training company, and those are getting a little harder to find. At least they're getting harder to find of good quality. You can go to
Mhm.
Keller Williams and pay for the training, but here we're trying to bring you the most pertinent information, the thing that you really need to know right now. So we really,
Yeah, what's happening in the market and how do I get buyers and sellers?
right.
Right.
So we appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next week.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.